12:18 a.m. Purple vacancy in the puddles. Jukebox glowed through the diner glass. My whole mind already floating.
Flow with me, slow, slow. Under that violet afterglow. Flow with me, slow, slow. Where the baseline make the night move slow.
Parking lot shining like candy paint rain. Chrome on the bumper, smoke in the lane. Coffee steam ghosting from the takeout cup. Purple sign dripping, never letting up. I'm in that dream where the minutes been, where the back seat dark feels soft as sin, where the booth light from inside spill out, and a whole lot of hush when the subs roll out. I see white walls cut through the wet black gloss. I see a shape where the tail lights cross. I feel that craving in the syrup loop, in the glass, in the ash, in the roof of the coupe. Every little thing got a late night halo. Straw wrapper gold in the dashboard shadow. The diner clock don't mean a thing out here. Time gets slow when the haze get near. Flow with me, slow, slow. Under that violet afterglow. Flow with me, slow, slow. Where the baseline make the night move slow. Dream keeps circling the same sweet frame. Purple on chrome like a whispered name. Motor hum under the neon rain. Warm my chest like a velvet chain. I catch reflections in the side door trim. My whole cool gone, but the lights stay dim. French fries cooling on a paper tray. Moon in the windshield trying to fade away. Still I drift in that after hour spell. Half motel, heaven, half asphalt hell. But the smoke make mercy, the smoke make room. The smoke lays silk through the whole cocoon. I hear the tires in my memory glide. I hear the low and hold my pulse inside. And every breath got that same warm make. Like the night itself don't wanna let me wait.
Flow with me, slow, slow. Under that violet afterglow. Flow with me, slow, slow. Where the baseline make the night move slow. Flow with me, slow, slow. Under that violet afterglow. Flow with me, slow, slow. Where the baseline make the night move slow.
Then dawn slips gray through the diner blinds. Purple gets thin on the parking lines. The sign lose fire, the dream lose like night got caught and broken too. Memory hit all at once. The roll-up door half raised to the night. The silver gleam running down the fender. The red tool chest catching a weak lamp. The floor shining black with oil and rinsed water. And your outline breaking into pieces in the chrome like the whole shop had learned how to keep a secret. The morning found me carrying that room inside my chest. That after hours auto shop with its quiet machinery, its polished quarter panels, its hanging cords and shadow lifts, its low lamps to your lamps turning every surface tender and expensive, as if steel itself had spent the night learning the language of longing and had not yet forgotten it by dawn. I remember the bay air warm with smoke and engine heat, the workbench dim under scattered sockets, the hood left open like an unfinished confession, the reflections doubling your shape until I could not tell where the chrome ended and the warning began. And every small sound, cool and metal, a soft heel on concrete, the hush under the bass, felt slowed down and lacquered over with that dreamy sadness that arrives only after the best part has already happened. There was a melancholy to the glamour of it, a sweetness in the emptiness, a rich low ache in watching the shop become softer than it had any right to be. With the dark outside just beyond the open bay and the glow inside making everything look hell for one more minute than the world could really spare. Time went blurry in the chrome that night, slow on your hands, slow on the line. I keep replaying that silver slide where the hour lost shape and would not decide. Time went blurry in the chrome that night, slow on your hands, slow on the line. I keep replaying that silver slide where the hour lost shape and would not decide. What stays with me is not any single thing, but the way the whole room moved like one long thought. The lift chains hanging still while the sub rolled under the floor, the black coupe on the rack breathing back the glow. The mirror shine of the wheel lip turning your wrist into a ribbon of light, then turning it away, then giving it back softer, more distant, more impossible to leave alone. I remember how the smoke floated through the work bays and made the fluorescent edge of every tool look velvety. How the gleam on the chrome made the darkness richer instead of colder. How the place felt less like a garage and more like a private fever dream where luxury had put on coveralls and leaned against the work table just to watch us lose track of time. And all the while that blurred time obsession kept tightening around me, not harshly, not like panic, but like a slow polished chain, like the kind of fixation that turns reflections into memories before they have even finished happening. That makes the whole next morning feel like a room you have not truly walked into because you are still somewhere under those lights, still somewhere inside that silver afterglow. Time went blurry in the chrome that night, slow on your hands, slow on the line. I keep replaying that silver slide where the hour lost shape and would not decide. Bay door open, engine heat fading, smoke still writing, chrome still waiting, bass still low, in the frame of the dark, and every little gleam in the shop still pulling at the same part of my heart. Time went blurry in the chrome that night, slow on your hands, slow on the line. I
Then the memory narrows to the smallest motion, to your fingers near mine with the whole shop breathing around us, to the weak light caught in the hood line, to the smoke thinning over the floor, to that final touch that never fully became a whole, because in the last silver second your hand met mine and then slipped away, leaving the chrome full of us and the morning full of nothing. Already rolling past the liquor glow. Already got smoke turning blue in the cabin. Already got palm shadow skating over the hood. Already got the bass under the seat telling the whole car how to breathe. I remember that boulevard like a warm film left, playing after the screen went dark. All black pavement and gold spill. All midnight haze softening the lane lines while the city kept its distance and the palms leaned down like old friends who knew too much. The tires barely whisper, the engine stayed gentleman low, and the whole ride with that polished kind of loneliness that only shows up after midnight. When the chrome starts catching more memory than light, and every store from reflection looks like somebody you almost knew. There was smoke in the suede, smoke in the dash glow, smoke curling slow enough to make the air feel expensive. Somewhere in that ribbon hush, I can still feel the body heat left in the seat beside me. The kind that doesn't leave when the person does. The kind that turn a simple drive into a private religion. That's why I keep coming back to it. Not for the road, for the way the road held us, for the way the low end pressed up through the leather and made every breath heavier, every glance slower, every second richer than it had any right to be.
Body on the page, racing the blood. Night ride slow, like a velvet flood. Body on the page, lights drift past. I still feel that touch when the sub hits back.
The whole scene got softer the farther we rolled. Boulevard lights stretching long across the doors. Little red signs melting in the side glass. Warm air slipping in through the crack like it had nowhere better to go. And I was deep in it at the glow state where smoke and nostalgia start sharing the same mouth. I could see the city far off in little glitter cuts, but the real world was inside the cabin. The ring on the cup holder, the faint sync card in the headrest, the blue dashboard wash on my wrist, the pulse in my chest keeping time with the speakers like the music knew the exact shape of what I missed. Nothing had to be loud, that was the luxury, the one to stay smooth, the ache stayed tailored, even the emptiness came dressed right, sitting low in the passenger side, looking good enough to almost mistake for company. And every time the bass rolled through the floor again, it brought the memory back physical, back close, back warm, like the body remembers what the mind only knows in fragments.
Body on the base, racing the blood. Night ride slow, like a velvet flood. Body on the base, lights drift past. I still feel that touch when the sub hits back.
By the end of that drive, the haze had turned the whole boulevard into a ribbon of dark silk. The palms had gone soft at the edges, and the skyline ahead started washing thin, losing its sharpness, one gold fleck at a time, until it looked less like a city and more like the last thought before sleep. I remember the smoke, still hanging in the cabin after the music dipped. The chrome still carrying little ghosts of passing light. The bass still breathing under everything, even when the block grew quiet. And that's how the night stayed with me. Not as a place, not as a face, but as a low warm pressure in the chest, while the skyline slowly washed itself away. You hear that crackle first,
That needle drop. That low bass roll under the floorboards. The smoke ring breaking slow and the lamp glow. Yeah, that's where I'm calling from. If you hear this in the neon haze, on my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. Yeah, I'm leaving this low and easy from the back booth shadow. From the underground room where the record spin slow, and the gold on the bottles look warmer than truth. Where the flow hum ride through the souls in the booth. Hold heat like I don't ever wanna let the night go. I got your scent still called in the velvet. Still got your outline moving through the smoke, a little soft flashes. Still got that tender kind of midnight sitting on my chest. And every time the needle slide I hear your name without nobody saying it. The whole bar lean like a low rider in slow motion. All blue haze, all red lamp, all chrome trim on the bar, catching little pieces of the dark. And I keep talking into this message like maybe the room gon' carry it to you just than I can. Ain't no crowd in my mind now, just a sub in the ribs, the glass in my hand. The smoke rings climbing up and disappearing like they know something I don't. If you hear this in the neon haze, know my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. Yeah, you remember how that basement air moved? Slow over the leather, slow over your wrist, slow over the turntable while the whole room just a self-inexpensive loneliness. That's where I'm at right now. Same soft booth, same sweet burn in the lungs, same laid hour shine on the wood grain, same record side running like a black ribbon through the speakers. I keep watching the smoke right over everything, over the lamp, over the tray, over the little empty space where you would lean in and make the memory feel richer, make the ache feel cleaner, make the whole bar feel like a prayer with bass under it. I ain't saying this loud, I ain't saying this desperate, I'm saying it how the room taught me. Cool voice, heavy pulse, real slow like a ride home I don't wanna take yet. If you play this back tomorrow, you'll hear the tenderness in it. That little break in the smooth, that part where I almost stopped talking, just to breathe the same smoke we left hanging there. If you hear this in the neon haze, know my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. If you hear this in the neon haze, know my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. Now the record run lower, the bar lights sink softer, the booth still warm, the glass still sweat. And even with my voice cut off, smoke keep talking for me. Still talking, still talking. Wipers half asleep, ocean on the left, dash throwing blue across the cabin. We were already deep in the highway when the night decided to keep us. Morning came late, but my head was still out there on that coastal ribbon where the guardrail kept flashing silver, where the black water moved beside us like a secret too expensive to explain. Where the smoke lifted off my sleeve and turned the whole windshield into a slow private screen. I remember the cabin warm, too warm, leather still carrying the shape the hour, your perfume leaning into recycled air, the sub and the doors running low enough to feel like another pulse under mine. And every passing light made the chrome speak for a second and vanish. That's what stayed. Not one clean scene, but a soft parade of them. Moon on the side mirror, red tail lights thinning ahead, palm shadows cutting across the hood.
Your outline in the window reflection, my hand loose on the wheel. Like I trusted the road more than I trusted sleep. It wasn't loud, that's why it hurt so good. The whole drive moved with velvet discipline, with that smoky kind of nostalgia that makes a man miss something while he's still inside it.
Coastline drift, moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling down. I'm still in that highway crash. Moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling by. I'm still in that highway glide.
I keep replaying the shorter moments and the longer feelings. The way the cabin smelled like warm skin, engine heat and sweet smoke. The way the ocean kept showing up between dark cliffs and disappearing again like it knew better than to interrupt us for too long. One memory hits quick, a shoulder lit by the gauge is gone. Another stage, the whole road unwinding under us, endless and rich, while the city behind us dissolved in a pinprick. Jewelry in the world ahead kept opening wider. That was the luxury, not champagne, not penthouses, just clean chrome, deep bass, a coastal night too soft to fight back against. And that dreamlike silence between one turn and the next, where everything felt held together by the hum of the tires. I woke up with that hum still inside me, still there, still dragging salt air through the chest, still making the morning feel thinner than it should.
Coastline drift on the haze, moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling down. Still in that highway glare. Coastline drift, night in the haze, moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling down. I'm still in that highway glide.
And when I reach for the last of it, the memory doesn't end with the road, it ends with the smoke. Cause the road can disappear, the lights can flatten, the ocean can go back to being only water. But the smoke keeps speaking after the drive is done, keeps hanging in the jacket, in the seat seam, in a little pocket of air behind the throat. It says the guardrail was silver, it says the moon stayed close, it says the cabin was warmer than the truth, it says the coast never really let us leave. Even now, with daylight thinning everything out, I can still hear the tires under the dark, still feel a sub under the leather, still catch that faint sweet trace rising from nowhere. And the smoke keeps speaking until the whole memory starts breathing again.
Flow me back down that coastline glow, slow tide, low ride, don't let go. Your heat in the smoke, still moving slow. I'm still in that night like I never left home.
Smoke came first, long before the memory got honest, filling the cabin in soft gray ribbons, while the highway unspooled beside the ocean, and the guardrail kept catching silver from the moon like it was built to hold dangerous thoughts in place. And I remember how the bass sat low in the doors, how the leather held warmth, how the dashboard poured blue over my hand, while your perfume kept leaning through the haze and turning every mile into something slower than time. It wasn't a loud kind of wanting, it was polished, expensive, patient, the kind that rides in the chest with a calm face and lets the night do all the talking. talking. The kind that makes the dark outside feel intimate in the inside of the car, feel almost sacred with the tire hum right in a steady line under us. And the ocean air slipping in through the crack in the window, just enough to make the smoke move like it had its own pulse. I remember your silhouette in pieces, shoulder first and hair lit by passing signs. Then your knee in the soft spill of the console glow. Then your mouth half open in the reflection when the road curved and the whole coast bent with us. And every little detail stayed with me after, not as a scene but as a luxury ache. A smooth after hours fever I can still wear like a ring under my jacket.
Flow me back down that coastline, flow. Slow tide, low ride, don't let go. Your heat in the smoke, still moving slow. I'm still in that night like I never left home.
Now I replay it from the afterglow, from the clean, lonely place that comes after the engine cools and the city wakes and the body pretends it moved on. But the truth is that whole drive still lives in me, still runs the coastline over again in one long velvet rear with a chrome on the mirror flashes. The boulevard lights thin out, the black water stays just off to the side like a promise with no need to speak. And the smoke keeps carrying the shape of what I wanted without ever giving it a name. That's the thing about haze-soaked desire, it doesn't leave clean, it settles into the details and keeps them breathing. In the low pressure of the sub under my ribs, in the memory of your hand near the shifter, in the way one passing glance can turn the whole Pacific in the background and make a single second inside a moving car feel richer than a mansion, softer than a bed, heavier than a confession. I can still feel the confidence of that night, the way I let the road glide under me like silk, the way I let the smoke build a room around us, the way the coast stayed endless and closed at the same time. And even now when I think I've reached the end of it, the same warmth comes back through the speakers, the same midnight tenderness, the same slow flow pull telling me the drive never really ended, it only changed form.
Flow me back down that coastline, flow. Slow tide, low ride, don't let go. Your heat in the smoke, still moving slow. I'm still in that night like I never left home.
And when the highway fades and the glass goes dark and the ocean turns into nothing but a line I can't separate from the sky, the smoke still keeps the last word, still curling through the remembered cabin, still speaking in that low sweet language that says the coast is gone but the night is not. The drive is over but the haze is still here, and it keeps speaking, keeps speaking, keeps speaking.
Softness on the windshield. Warmth all through the window sill. Moonlight wet on the guardrail, and the whole coast breathing like velvet. Soft blur, slow nerve, coastline bending where your perfume curves. Soft blur, time slides. I keep drifting in the hush you left inside.
I was nowhere and everywhere on that highway, floating between black water and chrome rails, between dashboard blue and a long silver wound of the moon on the ocean, and the whole ride felt drugged with softness. Not reckless, not loud, just seduction with his pulse lowered and his cuffs pressed clean. The cabin carried heat like a secret, not fire, more like skin. skin, remembering its own weather. More like smoke circling the rear view and making every thought arrive late and dress better than it should, while the bass kept moving under the seats in slow luxurious waves, turning the car into a private tide and my body into something to answer without speaking. I could feel the night lose shape around me, all palm shadows, all lane lines melting, all distant motel lights smudging into gold. And somewhere inside that dreamy wash of motion, there was a trace of you, never fully seen, never fully gone. Just that dangerous kind of memory that perfumes the air and then lets the air do the rest.
Soft blur, slow nerve, coastline bending where your perfume curves. Soft blur, time slides. I keep drifting in the hush you left inside.
The road kept unwinding like a silk ribbon dropped from a dark balcony. And I stayed inside the curve of it, calm in the hands, calm in the jaw, while the mind slipped deeper into that narcotic half place where one does not shout, it reclines, it glows, it waits with one ankle crossed and one eye half open. Everything looked different after hours polished, the side mirror carrying a faint ghost of my face, the leather holding warmth longer than it should, the little red pulse of the stereo cutting through the blue instrument light, the ocean off to the left like a black jewel breathing under glass. And the obsession was not with the moment, not exactly, but with the way time behaved around that scent. The way one note of it on my jacket made the miles loop back on themselves, made the night feel folded, doubled, blurred at the edges, as if the highway were trying to keep me in the same beautiful second, long after the second had passed.
Soft blur, slow nerve, coastline bending where your perfume curves. Soft blur, time slides. I keep drifting in the hush you left inside.
By the time the city fell behind and the coast turned darker, the smoke had thinned and the ocean had gone quiet under the moon. But the cabin still held the last trace of you. Not in the seat, not in the mirror, not in the road, only in the scent that stayed after the night had loosened its grip. The scent that clung to the collar and the leather and the little pocket of air around my throat, while the engine kept rolling on into the dark.
Party in the backseat, purple on your skin, smoke on my sleeve, bass under everything. Stay that close, don't say a thing. The diner sign shakes and the low end clings. Already in the backseat before the thought got clean, before the coffee steam from the diner windows curled into the lot, before the chrome on the door handle caught that bruised violet light, and turned the whole park coupe into a little moving dream that forgot how to move. Your shoulder was warm in the half dark, your perfume was slow in the fabric. My hand was still, but the pulse under it wasn't. And the speakers kept breathing through the floor like they knew exactly how to make desire sound softer than truth. Outside, the retro sign hummed over wet asphalt, purple halos trembling in puddles. A jukebox leaking from the diner wall in tiny ghost notes. And inside the cabin, all that mattered was smoke and skin in a delicate way. Late night sadness can wear luxury so well. I remember the curve of your wrist and a dashboard glow, the faint shine on your lip when the neon slipped through the glass. The whole lot empty except for us and the ache of staying too long. And I kept talking low from that backseat place in me.
That place where confidence goes, silky and melancholy gets expensive. Already in the backseat, purple on your skin, smoke on my sleeve, bass under everything. Stay that close, don't say a thing. The diamond sun shakes and the low end clings. The night kept widening without changing shape, all down the glass and parking stripes and long soft reflections on the hood. All that purple spill making your profile look half real, half remembered. Like I was confessing to somebody I'd already lost while they were still right there warming the leather. That's the sweetness in it, that's the damage too. The smoke moved between us like it had manners, touching the air first, then the throat, then the thought. And every time the bass rolled back through the seat, I felt the body answer before the mind could act cool. You never had to lean much, you never had to say much. The intimacy stayed in the inches and the heat trapped near the window, in the little after hour silence that kept dressing itself in chrome and violet. I let the moment drag slow like a silk chain over skin. Let the diner lot become our private weather. Let the purple sign flicker against your collarbone until even the loneliness felt beautiful enough to keep. By then I knew I wasn't riding out the night, I was sinking into it, deeper with every breath, deeper with every soft low note, deeper with every smoky trace your body left in the dark. Already in the backseat, purple on your skin, smoke on my sleeve, bass under everything. Stay that close, don't say a thing. The dinosaur shakes and the low end clings. Then the windows got darker, the coffee glow went thin. The purple sign kept buzzing over the empty lot, and your warmth stayed in the seat a second longer than your shadow did. I sat there with the engine off, the smoke still drifting in little silver loops, the chrome still holding the last pieces of night. And somewhere under the silence, the bass was still breathing.
See warm wind on the terrace rail, mist on the stone, moon on the water. Blue night breathing through the villa doors, everything damp with salt, everything slow with smoke. I'm in that oceanfront villa hour, that 2 a.m. hour, that glass and tide hour, that silk dark hour where the room keep looping. Lamp glow on the marble, smoke on the ceiling, pool light shifting through the hallway, whole house floating like it lost its weight. I let the haze right over the chest, let the bass move low through the flow, let the ocean talk in hushes under the bluff. Heat in me, quiet in me, Same body, same pulse, but the fire dressed expensive. The fire sitting still, the fire watching its own reflection in the black glass and not making a scene. Heat stay hidden, heat stay smooth, gold in the lungs, blue in the room. No fast hands, no wild eyes, fire under silk, controlling the vibe. I keep circling the same sweet frame, same sea line, same white stone edge, same smoke turning soft around the doorway, same little ache wearing cologne, same little hunger wearing manners. Everything in loops, the amber, the bottle, the shadow on the chase, the long shine on the wrist, the breath in the mirror like panel. I feel desire like a low engine. Never loud, never begging, just running rich under the skin. Villa air warm, ocean air cooler, both of them crossing in the middle of me, and I keep drifting in that crossfade. Slow, soft, dangerous, only because it looks so calm. Heat stay hidden, heat stay smooth, gold in the lungs, blue in the room. No fast hands, no wild eyes, fire under silk and controlling the vibe. Now the whole night turns liquid, smoke in the stairwell, smoke by the piano, smoke lifting off the terrace furniture, moon pouring silver into the pool, pool giving it back to the walls, and me still inside the same stream. Thought on thought, haze on haze, salt on the lip of every second. I know this feeling, not chaos, not mercy, just that polished fever, the after hours discipline, where the body want more, but the mouth stay closed, where the chest run hot, but the hands stay slow, where every step through the villa sounds like a promise nobody had to say out loud. That's the luxury of it, the restraint, the velvet around the flame, the way the flame keeps burning anyway. Heat stay hidden, heat stay smooth, gold in the lungs, blue in the room. No fast hands, no wild eyes, fire under silk and controlling the vibe. Then the sea turns pale, the villa goes quiet, the smoke gets thin in the first weak light, pool glow fades, glass loses the moon, bass gone from the floor, nothing left moving but the curtain hedge and the salt air and the silence after.
The coupe is already moving when the memory opens. Headlights combing the guardrail. Ocean breathing black beside us. Smoke ribboning through the cabin while the dash paint your wrist in cobalt. And the whole highway feels like it has been waiting all night to keep our secret. Yeah. Morning found me late and still inside that drive. Still tasting salt on the window crack. Still feeling the leather warm where your thigh had turned the seat into a confession booth with no witnesses but bass and moonlight. The road kept curving slow along the water, palm silhouettes dropping in and out of glass. Little motels and fit ourselves dissolving behind us, and all I could think about was the way the night made your skin look almost unreal. Half lit by the instrument panel, half hidden by smoke, like desire itself had bottled the face and asked the dark to protect it. There was heat in that car, not loud, not reckless, just rich and close and patient. The kind that lives in a long exhale and perfume caught and swayed, and fingertips hovering one breath away from trouble while loneliness rode shotgun underneath it all. Polished and quiet, making every beautiful second feel already gone while it was still happening. Time kept blurring on your shoulder, on the glass on me. Slow as the coast, soft as the smoke, too deep to leave. I'm still circling that one late hour where the lights ran free. Yeah, I remember the road more by texture than distance. By the wet shine on the lane lines, the low hum under the doors, the way the ocean flashed silver. Only when the moon found the right angle to touch it. Like the world was giving us just enough light to keep going in and not enough to find a clean way back. Your mouth moved once, maybe to say something, maybe only to breathe, and I still can't separate that from the way the sub rolled through the floor. Because everything in that hour had started fusing together. Smoke with salt, skin with shadow, confidence with ache, the feeling of wanting and the feeling of already missing it before it ended. That's what stayed with me in the morning. Not one line, not one touch, but the blur of all of it. How the miles looked expensive, how the silence looked intimate, how the cabin held us in a velvet little world while the rest of the coast looked away like it knew we could never compete. Time kept blurring on your shoulder, on the glass on me. Slow as the coast, soft as the smoke, too deep to leave. I'm still circling that one late hour where the lights ran free, and the whole night melted down to you beside me. By the end of the drive, the city was only a fog glitter in the mirror. A jeweled room was shrinking behind the haze, and the highway had become almost dreamlike. All smooth descent and ocean air, all dark, chrome and low impulse. All the things that make a man feel held and haunted at the same time. I can still see your reflection ghosting over the side window, double with the shoreline, double with the passing lamps, as if even the glass didn't want to let you be only one thing. And maybe that's why I keep replaying it now, because obsession likes a moving picture, like something they can never fully touch, like some memory of a night's faultless, inviting enough distance to keep burning. So I woke up with that ride still living under my ribs, with the smoke still hanging in my jacket, with the heat still bright in the places just silence had reached, and the loneliness even brighter for having shared the role with something that good. Time kept blurring on your shoulder, on the glass on me. Slow as the coast, soft as the smoke, too deep to leave. I'm still circling that one late hour where the lights ran free, and the whole night melted down to you beside me. And the memory eases farther out. The highway opened, the water darkened, the cabin cooling by degrees, and the skyline we left behind washing thinner and thinner in the rear view until even the city turned to them. All that remains is the road, the smoke, and the shape of you fading where the light used to be. Kick it first, cone flex, blue LEDs climb the rack, smoke lifted off the leather chair, a wrist found to fade, the whole room leaned in. Blue light on the soundproof glass, blue light on the mic stand chrome, blue light on the shoulder when she crossed the rug slow, and the bass rolled under it all like a hand with patience. No words in the room, just posture, just timing. Just the way she bent over the console once I let her hair fall near to meet the bridge. Just the way my breath checked when the slug found her hips through the floor. 9 times Bluesy, smoke in the jam, ring on the stem of a water glass, love on a hood phone car. Nails near the gain knob, smoke cutting silver over the speaker claws. Gold zipper in the blue haze, jawline and profile, half turn, pause, return. Yeah, that's how the intimacy came, not loud, not sudden. More like the room got warmer by inches, more like the leather sofa kept the shape of her leaving it. More like the track played low and her body answered before the next bar dropped. I stay cool in the frame, chain still, shoulders loose, but the studio knew better. The booth glass caught it, the waveforms told on me. Every time she leaned back toward the chair, the bass put another mark on the night. Bass in your waist, blue on your skin. Room goes slow when you lean back in, low light, no words at the speaker spin.
Bass on your waist, blue on your skin. Bass in your step, smoke in the den. Body say more than the record did. One more loop, let the whole room bend. Bass on your waist, blue on your skin. Yeah, yeah. Monitor glow on the bottle edge. Ash settling light on the lacquer tray. Her knee touched the side of the couch once, then drifted away with the kick and snare. No dialogue, no need. Body language only and everything clear. Yeah. She moved like the session had silk in it. Like each hi-hat opened another inch of heat. One hand on the back of the chair, one shoulder to the booth. One slow inhale, one soft exhale. Smoke made halos around the mic cable and let them break over the armrest. Yeah. The room had luxury in the details. Black acoustic panels, cream stitching on the seat. Small blue dots on the outboard gear. Watch face catching the transport lights. Her perfume sitting warm in the air. See her paper sleeves and burnt sweetness. Even the silence between drum hits felt expensive. I watched the little things, ankle crossing, neck tilting, headphones hanging from 2 fingers, the pulse on the wrist when the 808 stretched longer. Every shot a sequence, every sequence another reason. The studio felt smaller, deeper, closer to skin and the sound. Speaker breathe, neon sleep, blue room, soft heat, a shadow, my beat, no talk, all feel. And the hook came back through the mains, fatter than before, and she let it find the spine of the sofa. Eyes half closed, hand gliding over the console wood like she could calm the whole mix by touch alone. Yeah, that did it. That body and bass connection, that soft power, that slow burn persists. Yeah. I saw it in fragments again. Backlit cheekbone, collarbone under the blue wash, smoke sliding past her mouth, foot tapping once on the rug. The low end pressing into the room and her body answering in a language cleaner than speech, no thriller in it. No cold edge, just expensive warmth with control, just night work turned intimate. I didn't reach, didn't break the tape, just let the room keep recording what the body knew. How the sub carry heat under the skunk, now the skin caught blue and gave it back softer. How obsession can look polished when it stays seated and lets the speakers do the touching. By the last pass, the studio felt less like a place to make records and more like a place where desire learned arrangement. With a booth blast, the chair, the rack lights, the smoke, the cable loops, the floor vibrations, all lined up around one quiet truth. The bass had found her, and I was already inside the afternoon. Facing step, smoke in the dim. Body say more than the record did. One more loop, let the whole room bend. Bass on your waist, blue on your skin. Hey, hey, hey. Take lights faded, metas drop. Smoke thin but never left. Her outline softer near the door glass. The chair stayed warm, the console stayed blue. And even after the track went mute, the bass was still breathing. Already on the deck, already in the blue. Pool light running over your calves and the stone. Smoke low by my shoulder. Lace under the chase, and I'm too deep in it to play distant. I'm posting in the back row of the night, sun glow where the shadow stays kind. Watching the water through moving silver on your skin in the city below us, blurring through a soft, expensive line. You got your hand on the rail, I got my truth in my chest. Both of us quiet enough to hear the sub creep under the teak, and the warm air push smoke through the gap between us like it's got somewhere private to rest. This deck got a hush on it, a real one. Nothing loud, nothing cheap, just a pool making liquid copies of your body on the walls while I sit back in the dim and let the one breathe slow and deep. Midnight tenderness, that's the fit. Not some reckless rush, not some bright bad decision. More like your shoulder catching blue from the water. More like my calm coming loose in stages. More like one long look, turning a whole height into a confession. I keep telling myself, stay cool, stay smooth, stay folded into the rear cushion grain. Then your perfume hits the smoke hits the low light, and the whole scene turns velvet again. I ain't even moved, still it feels like falling. Like the deck leaned in, like the skyline gave us room. Like your nearness learned how to speak without words, and taught my chest to do the same. Smoke on your skin, let it stay there. Low blue light and your heat in the night air. I don't need much, just that close, slow burn. Smoke on your skin and I never quite return. Smoke on your skin, let it drift close. Pool line shimmer and your hand moves slow. No big vow, just the hush we're in. Smoke on your skin, let me stay there again. You turn half my way and the whole deck changes tempo. Short breath, long silence, my eyes loading up. That kind of after hours grace that don't ask for attention, just takes it gentle. I'm still in the back seat of this moment. Back corner, back cushion, back section of the deck. Letting the bass press honesty up through my ribs while the smoke writes over whatever composure I got left. There's a soft risk in how close you stand to the pool edge. A softer one in how close you stand to me. Not danger with teeth, more like danger and silk. More like warmth for the key. I watch your fingers skim the wet stone once. Watch the reflection slide across your wrist. Watch the city blink far under us like it knows. Some nights get more intimate when nobody names them. I've been carrying it slow, real low, like a secret under linen, like a spark under ash. Cause the way you move through this blue makes patience expensive, and the way you don't look back too fast makes every second last. I can sit here forever in the rear of the scene, half hidden, half honest, letting the water and smoke do most of the talking, letting your outline keep undoing the small neat lies I tell myself about being above this. Back deck, blue glass, warm smoke, bare calves, my breath, your trace, whole sky, leaning into one small space. Now the confession got weight on it. More than a chain on my chest, more than a low end under the floorboards, more than the city trying its best to keep shining like it matters more than this deck. It don't. Not tonight. Tonight it's just your skin lit from below, and me in the back row giving in without losing the style. That's the thing. I'm not trying to break the mood. I'm trying to tell the truth inside it. The truth is your nearness makes luxury feel personal, makes the smoke feel warmer, makes the water look slower, makes the whole night bring it shape like it plans to. The truth is I like how your silence lands on me, how your heat never begs, how your calm turns the distance between us into something polished, tender, dangerous, enough to remember. So I say it in my head first, then lower, then real. I want the version of this when nothing gets louder. When you stay near the rail, where I stay half sunk in the rich haze, where the smoke keeps crossing from me to you, like it's carrying my hand before I dare to. And even fall like it is this hour, this blue, this soft pressure in the chest. It's enough to brand the whole skyline faint around you. Smoke on your skin, let it stay there. Low blue light and your heat in the night air. I don't need much, just that close, slow burn. Smoke on your skin and I never quite return. Smoke on your skin, let it drift close. Blue line shimmer and your hand moves slow. No big vow, just a hush we're in. Smoke on your skin, let me stay there again. Later the city will flat. Later the water will go dark. Later the smoke will thin out and leave my jacket. But right now it all loops. Pool light on your legs, beds under the shades, the hush on the deck, way I'm already in too deep. Already on the deck, already in the blue.
Your ankle crossed once. Your shoulder leaned back. Your fingers touched the stem of the glass. And the whole village slowed around that. 2 in the morning, see below. Whites don't flow, lamp glow low. I'm the back of the room, back of the hush, back where the bass comes soft and the warm come up. Ocean on black silk, Kool-Aid on cream, smoke in the rafters, gold in a dream. You need an open wall with a salt wind turn. I stay half in the shadow when I feel that burn. Luxury got manners here, no noise, no chase. Just a long room breathing in the light on your waist. Just your perfume moving through cedar and heat. Just a villa going tender under bare feet. I keep the confession low under my chain, under my shirt, under the slow blue stain. The moon put on the glass on your neck on the bar. Obsession look pretty, but the hour get far. The hour get far, the hour get far, the hour get far, the hour get far.
You don't push, you pull slow. Soft power, go glow. One look, I lose shape. Sweet control, no escape. You don't touch, you stay near. Low flame, crystal clear. I go where your palm goes. Soft power, go glow.
You move one step, then stop, then breathe. That's enough to make the whole room lean. That's enough to make my cool look staged. That's enough to make this villa feel named. The sea keep folding to the windows wide. The smoke keep drawing thin rings in the light. The bass keep pressing through the rear settee, and I keep sinking where you can't quite see. Not weakness, not lost, more polished than that. More like velvet hunger and a black silk wrap. More like high taste room, more like a vow I never said loud, but I'm living in now. You know it too, I can tell by the pace, by the half-lit mercy you wear on your face, by the way you let silence do half of the quirk, by the way one glance leave a bruise in the shirt.
Why you always warm air? See hush your stare. Low room, late time. I stay inside.
Still in the back of the scene, back with the truth. Don't have to stand up tall to look like proof. I watch your hand rest flat on the marble side. I watch your hair take moonlight and stride. Soft chant in my head. Stay here, stay slow. Let the villa keep that expensive glow. Let the dark keep its hand on the glass. Let this exact hour refuse to pass. I want the version of you that the night protects. The one the morning never quite gets. The one in the soft breeze, the one in the hush. The one that turns patience into a rush, but not a loud one, no. A rich one, a clean one. The kind of obsession that move unseen. The kind that sits pretty in the back row dim. The kind that makes luxury feel like skin. Feel like skin, 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 feel like skin.
So I don't break it, I let it breathe. I let the smoke climb, I let the sea leave. It shine on the floor, it's hush on the frame. Wake calm, little power, keeps pulling my name. You don't push, you pull slow. Soft power, gold glow. One look, I lose shape. Sweet control, no escape. You don't touch, you stay near. Low flame, crystal clear. I go where your palm goes. Soft power, gold glow.
The morning came pale through the open side. The pool went still. The bass got shy. Glasses stood quiet. Smoke went thin. The sea kept talking. We did it. And all that stayed in the white soft room was the place you stood in the center of the bloom. Amber Musk in the cabin first. Salt on the vents next. Her perfume on the seat scene. My smoke on the roof line. Highway already pouring black silk under us. I keep beat the wheel loose, gold watch, dim low beam, stretching the coast into something expensive and unreal. Ocean breathing beside the guardrail, like you know why I came this way tonight. Dashboard glow on my knuckles, chrome line along the door. Every mile sliding slower than it should, like the road got syrup in it. Like the dog got manners when she near. Her scent stay folded in the leather, mixed with that sweet burn haze I let drift by the cracked glass, and every little trace of it turn the cabin private. Not a wild kind of pull, not a crash. More like Carmen Hills, more like a soft danger dressed right. More like a woman who never reaches too fast, cause she know time been on its song. Time goes setting when you lean this way. Coastline melt in the minutes way. Low light luxury blur my name. I stay obsessed while the clock lose shape. Time goes setting in the window stand. See in the city both run like pain. No hard promise, just the lane. I stay obsessed while the clock lose shape. I watch his profile, catch that blue from the instrument glow. Jaw set calm, one hand easy on the wheel, like he's steering through memory more than asphalt. He never talk too much when the coast get pretty. That's what makes it rich. That's what makes the silence wear jewelry. I let my fingers ride the cold trim by the door and feel the bass come up through the seat, slow and heavy. The kind that makes a woman sit deeper and think longer. Palm trees flick past in pieces, sign light drips gold over the hood and smoke right. Soft circles that break before they finish. I can feel them wanting without the room getting cheap. That's rare, that's why I keep turning my knee his way. That's why I let the perfume stay warm in the cabin and don't roll the window down any farther. Coast flat, street lights dim, cold slam, a breath in. Whole lane slow with an edge light swim. Night blurred thick in the one sink in. Out of skyline way back, watercolor small. Nothing but the long highway curling under moon, smearing the quiet shape of her in the passenger dark. I know obsession when it comes loud. This ain't that. This the polished version, this the kind that leans back and lets the minutes drown themselves. I catch a reflection in the side glass, softer than skin, sharper than thought, and I swear the whole coast starts looping. I feel it too, not his hand, not yet. Just that pressure in the air when a man stay composed in the night, start doing the touching for him. The coupe smells like smoke, leather salt, maybe my neck where he almost turned once at the light. The road keeps us spooling like velvet ribbon. I let the silence keep us expensive. I let the distance keep us lit. I let one look do what is feature one, so I keep driving. Slow enough to stretch the blur, slow enough to let a shadow drift across the console and back. Slow enough to make the city feel alive and long. If I say too much, it will break. If I say nothing, the whole night says it cleaner. Time goes setting when you lean this way. Coastline melt in the minutes sway. Low light luxury blur my name. I stay obsessed while the clock lose shape. Time goes setting in the window stain. See in the city both run like pain. No hard promise, just a lane. I stay obsessed while the clock lose shape. Then the guardrail softened. Then the tall rails washed pale. Then the ocean went silver. Then the smoke went thin. And the highway kept dissolving ahead of us, minute by minute, shape by shape, till the whole night turned to a hush. And kept going.
Ripple click off the pool tile. Low sub through the deck boards. Ice kiss in the glass. Your heel on wet stone. I whisper stay close. Night answers first. I'm on the deck with the water throwing silver on your legs. Go. Smoke moving slow through the lamp glow, warm on the edge. You lean on the rail, half lit, half gone in the blue. And
I say don't look down yet. You smile like I wasn't going to. That's how it started. Soft, danger dress, quiet, velvet warmth in the chest. Little wrist tucked inside it. Pool reflections breaking over your skin like secrets. Every wave of light making my cool less believable. I say you feel expensive tonight. You laugh under breath. Say you sound too honest. I say not yet. But the bass below us keep pressing the truth. Up through the souls, up through the ribs, up through the smoke. Your perfume hit the warm air, mixed with salt off the height, mixed with that late hour calm that makes a man speak right. I stay close enough to catch your breath in the hush, far enough for the ache to keep shining. Say it low, after hours, no one else up here but the smoke and the water. Say it slow, I'm right here, pull light on your skin, got the whole deck soft to say it low. After hours, don't let the dark go plain on me. Say it close, right here. I confess better when the waves throw light on me. You turn and the whole deck changes color, that's real. The pool puts moving glass on your shoulder, chrome blue on your heel. I whisper, you know what you do to the room. You whisper there is no room, and that line stay living in me. No loud scene, no rush to the hands, just the danger of calm, just the elegance as I wanted with man. As I watch your fingers trace the rim of the tumbler, watch the reflections climb your wrist, watch the smoke make a veil, then leave it open. I say I've been holding this in, you say I know. I say then why stay, you say because the night moves slow. That answer hit deeper than the low end did, and the low end was already deep. This deck got everything polished except restraint. Warm top, dark sky, water folding light until you outline. My voice slower now, your eyes lower to the hidden risk. Got beautiful the second you step nearer. I whisper one more minute, you whisper make it count. Pool eye shaking on the wall, smoke turning the silence round. No city, no crowd, just the deck, the breath, the sound. Now the confession got its own weather. You side me, the pool beside us. The whole penthouse deck dim enough to keep the truth in silk. I say I like how you're quiet, gets under my chain, under my linen, under the layer I wear for the world. You don't answer fast, you never do. You let the water talk in pieces on your skin. You let the smoke drift through the space between us like it knows both our names and ain't telling nobody. That's what makes it dangerous, that's what makes it clean. I say I want this exact version of you, not tomorrow, not daylight, not less complicated. This one with the pool light moving on your throat, with your hand warm on the stone with the night, holding it still like it got paid to protect the scene. You step close enough for my wrist to meet yours. Not an accident, not fully a promise, just enough contact to send or hold that quiet. And I tell you plain, violet plain, I've been gone since the first reflection touched you. You breathe in, you don't pull away. That's all the answer I needed. Say it low, after hours, no one else up here but the smoke in the water. Say it slow, I'm right here, pool light on your skin, got the whole deck soft to say it low. After hours, don't let the dark go plain on me. Say it close, right here. I confess better when the waves throw light on me. And the song downstairs thins out, the pool goes darker, your outline softens at the rail, smoke goes pale. I reach once, you stay near, night keeps dimming without a sound. Glass loses blue, water loses gold, deck goes in, my voice goes low. And right right before the whole scene disappears, I whisper, don't fade yet.
Come closer. Not all the way. Just where the booth goes soft. Only if you keep it low. Bass already under us. Smoke already over us. Midnight already got his hands on the room. Yeah.
Velvet at the spine, amber in the ice, gold trim, holding the lamp low like it costs too much to blink. I watch your wrist reach past the ash dish, then stop, then drift back, and the whole lounge seems to lean with it. You always study the little things first. The little things tell the truth. The ring against the glass, the pause before your knee turns my way. The perfume under the smoke, the calm in your mouth when you know I'm already gone. Gone where? Into this booth, into this harsh, into the slow pressure of being this near and still acting civilized. That's your favorite trick, maybe, but tonight the room too rich for tricks. Deep bass in the seat, red low on your collar. Everybody else blurred in the velvet and vapor. Just you, just me. Just that expensive little danger sitting quiet between our drinks. Stay, stay in the plunge, stay in the dim. Low light, slow fire, let the night fold in. No hard move, just the mood on skin. Stay in the plush, let the dark begin. Stay in the plug, stay in the tone. Warm smoke, gold hush, make the booth our own. No big vow, just a breath pulled slow. Stay in the plush, don't let this go. You talk like the room belonged to you, no to us. Maybe for an hour, maybe less. Long enough for the ice to thin, long enough for the lamp to flatter every silence you leave, hanging in front of me like bait wrapped in silk. You think too much when the smoke gets thick. I think better when it does. The haze rounds off the noise, makes your shoulder look softer, makes the wrist look worth it, makes the truth slide out without cutting up the moment. And what truth is that? That you make restraint feel luxurious. That your stillness got more pull than a room full of dancers. That one glance from you can turn a leather booth into a private weather system. Dangerous answer, dangerous setting, brass edge on the table. Sublime under the ribs, your ankle crossing slow beneath the seat. My cool trying to stay tailored while the whole lounge keeps telling on me. Maybe I like hearing that. Let's stay. For what? For the minute after the song drops low. For the smoke ring breaking over the lamp. For the part where nobody says too much and everything means more. Suppose I do. Then I keep it smooth hand in yours, not on it voice low enough to live inside the bass. I tell you I like the way midnight fits you better than daylight ever could. The way the red shade along your throat makes patience look like hunger taught manners. You always dress it up, only because it deserves it. This ain't some wild crash, this is controlled heat, plush pressure. The slow kind of wanting that knows how to sit still and still own the room. And tomorrow got no place in this booth. That sounds convenient. That sounds honest. Out there can keep its clocks in heads. Your thumb near the glass, your breath in the smoke. Your body turning a little closer each time the record changes. In here I can admit I want the nearness without breaking the elegance of it. So admit it. I wanted the whole quiet version. The version where your hand almost finds mine and leaves my chest lit for the rest of the night. The version where we say less and mean everything. Stay in the plush, stay in the dim. Low light, slow fire, let the night fold in. No hard move, just a mood on skin. Stay in the plush, let the dark begin. Stay in the plush, stay in the tone. Warm smoke, gold hush, make the booth our own. No big vow, just a breath pull slow. Stay in the plush, don't let this go. Morning came quiet.
no bets, no talk. Just 2 glasses, melted ice, and the scent you left in the booth. Even the smoke had somewhere else to be. The velvet cooled off. The gold went pale. And all that stayed between us was a kind of silence that knows exactly what happened.
Already mid-pull, already mid-smoke. Lamb glow on the booth scene. Your wrist near the glass, bass moving under the floor like it knew us first. I'm already inside the blur. Velvet at my shoulder, warm dark in my back, red-brown light on the lacquer table. Ash curled in, ice sweating gold. Everything expensive enough to go soft around the edges. I don't think in lines here, only drifts. Only surfaces, only the way your silhouette leans forward once. And the whole hour goes satin in my head, not loud, never loud. This kind of wanting got manners. I keep catching pieces, a ring at the stem, a thumb at the lip of the tumbler, a slow inhale, a slower return, smoke lifting off your mouth like it got somewhere private to be, then staying anyway. That's the danger, not knives, not sirens, not some cheap hard turn, just warmth with a secret folded in it. Just beauty sitting too calm, just my pulse pretending it isn't learning your rhythm. Off the bass line, off the hush, off the little pause before you shift your knee. There's perfume in the booth fabric now. Maybe yours, maybe memory got there early. Maybe the room itself started wearing you. I'm deep enough in the haze to believe all three. Deep enough to watch the amber on your collarbone and call it weather. Deep enough to let the smoke right over caution without ever spelling ruin clean.
Hold that flame under velvet, don't let it run wild. Beat in the low light, cool in the smile. Hold that flame under velvet, stay close, stay slow. Don't need to name it.
Yeah, somebody laughed far off, dissolved quick, didn't belong to this booth. This booth is its own country. Low lamp, brass trim, shadow thick enough to hide a thought inside. I've been placing mine there one by one. Your shoulder caught the red, lost it, found it again, like the room kept changing its mind about how much of you to show me. Like the smoke rings overhead with a siding in circles, like time got sticky and elegant, left on the table between the napkin and the ashtray, untouched and still somehow spent. I stay in the drift, that's the style, chain still, voice lower than the room expects, everything laid back on the surface. Under that, a clean little wreck, a polished ache, a rich kind of wrist that never asked for speed, only proximity, only patience, only one more inch of nearness done properly. You move your hand and it becomes architecture. You lower your eyes and the booth gets deeper. You breathe out and the air changes ownership. I watch all of it from inside the velvet warmth, inside the sweet fog, inside that strange place where restraint starts feeling intimate, not denied, curated like heat in a custom suit.
Low lamp, soft glass, cold red, ember in the tray. Your outline, my blur, one more second staying late. No crash, no claim, just the hush around the edge.
Now the room feel almost underwater. Bass through velvet, smoke through gold, thought through skin. I'm not even chasing a moment anymore. I'm floating beside it, letting it keep its shape, letting it make mine weaker. Hidden wrist got a luxury finish tonight. It wears your half smile. It sits in the angle of your wrist. It glows on the side of your throat where the light barely lands. It says come nearer without saying come nearer. That's what makes it dangerous. That's what makes it worth staying still for. I could call this longing, but that word feels too dry and roomless lush. Could call it desire, but that misses the calm. This is something slower, something upholstered, something that knows how to lower its voice and still own the space between two facts. I need the feeling, the soft red pressure of almost, the way it lingers, the way it keeps me honest under all this style. So I sit there with the smoke climbing lazily, with the ice gone thin, with the lamp burning low and faithful, and I admit with the room already figured out. I like the danger when it arrives warm. I like the risk when it smells like perfume and cedar. I like the way your silence puts gold around the ache and makes me treat it like something worth protecting. Hold that flame under velvet, don't let it run wild. Heat in the low light, cool in the small. That flame under velvet, stay close, stay slow. No need to name it, we already know. Smoke still faithful, night still expensive enough to hurt a little. Stay right there.
Sub hit first. Ty sang next. C1 through the crack side. Blinker tick in the dark. Chrome breathing city color. Coastal highway stretched like black silk pulled tight. Lane paint wet with moon smear, guardrails rinsed in white. I kept the wheel easy, wrist loose, chain cold. Dashboard blue on my cuff, cabin air thick with gold. Not gold like a hole, gold like the hour. Gold like perfume left somewhere inside the leather. Gold like a face I never named all the way. Still riding with me in the smoke and the weather. Seduction in the distance, mystery in the glass. Rear view holding shapes that never mean to last. Skyline far behind me like a promise gone soft. Ocean right there breathing like you know what it costs. I stay low in the seat, mind moving slow syrup. Every thought got haze on it, every mile got blur on it. Every red sign smear on the hood like a bruise. Too pretty to fix, too rich to lose.
Gold in the empty, soft on the steel. Night with luxury, nobody real. Coastline lonely, still dressed to kill. Gold in the empty, I ride with it still. Gold in the empty, soft on the seams. Highway so tender, it ruined my dreams. No one beside me, just shining and chill. Gold in the empty, I ride with it still.
Street lamps came slow, one at a time. Pouring warm honey over the curb and the signs. Palm rose flickered by in the edge of the beam. All long-legged shadows in a half-made dream. I kept thinking about touch without thinking about hands. About heat with no witness, about wanting with plans. Too quiet to speak, too smooth to confess. All tucked in the smoke, where the low notes rest. Mystery look good tonight, what ocean mist. Water gloss on the hood, what a subway kissed. What a city in fragments on the passenger glass. What a kind of comment that don't ask questions back. And I let it stay elegant, didn't chase, didn't reach. Let the sub do the talking underneath the seats. Let the cabin hold that slow, expensive doubt. Like somebody almost there, like somebody just out. Signal blink, signaling, low glow, heart back, one lane, two lines, no end, just night. By the latest stretch where the cliffs got high, the whole drive looked dipped in blue fire.
Neon from a roadside sign, slid down the paint. Made the coupe look holy, made the move feel faint. Luxury loneliness, that was the fit. Not no cheap sadness, too clean for it. This was silk with a chill in it. Smoke with class, assault, private ache. Letting midnight pass. I can feel the ocean through the door frame home. Can feel all heat still hiding where the body go numb. Can feel the mystery pull like a chain through a cloak. Never loud, never wild, just enough to get lost. So I kept on gliding with the windows half breathe. With the scent of the dark and the stitching in sleeves. With the skyline shrinking in the watercolor lines. With the low wind making devotion out of decline.
Gold in the empty, soft on the steel. Now you a luxury with nobody real. Coastline lonely, still dressed to kill. Gold in the empty, I ride with it still. Gold in the empty, soft on the seams. Highway so tender, it ruined my dreams. No one beside me, just shining to chill. Gold in the empty, I ride with it still.
Then the towers thinned out, and the color went pale. Then the neon on the hood turned milk in the veil. Morning not here yet, but the edges got light. And the skyline washed out like it never held night.
Sea kept breathing, sub stayed low. Smoke got thinner, but it didn't let go. I kept rolling where the dark used to spill. With the gold in the empty, riding with you still.
Fingers on the vent. My hand easing the wheel. Her knee turning my way when the coast went dark. My jaw staying calm while the ocean kept flashing silver. Yeah, we on that cliffside ribbon with a black top shine like oil. Yeah. Headlights painting the guardrail low and living in the flow. Yeah. Cabin air sweet with smoke and expensive perfume. Yeah. Salt riding in through the crack in the glass, making the whole coupe bloom. Yeah. I keep a steady, clean lane. Chrome trim catching town like pieces. Yeah. She keep a quiet sub-pose. Everything in the look got reasons. Yeah. Long and sit pretty in a seat that reclines slow. I can feel it in the leather, in the wristwatch glow, in the way your thigh angles closer when the curve leans west, in the way my cool stay tailored while the want pressed chest. This ain't no loud scene, it's a high grade ache. Luxury loneliness with a heartbeat under the brake. The road keeps stretching like it know where we hide, and the Pacific keep breathing on the right hand side.
Soak on the skin, let the night hold tight. Warm on the sleeve, low blue in the light. No need to rush when the coast move white. Smoke on the skin, keep the clothes just right. Smoke on the skin, let the bass draw near. Salt in the dark, make the whole lane clear. Touch in the air, almost there all night. Smoke on the skin, keep the clothes just right.
I watch his profile in the dashboard, hush. Gold on the knuckles, calm in the mouth, all velvet, no rush. He drive like he know how desire should look. Not frantic, not hungry, just smooth enough to keep me shook. Street signs melt on the windshield edge. Moon lays flat on the hood like a pledge. It's bass hit first. Through the flow, through my heels.
Twelve on the dash, bombs in the hedge. Chrome catch the street light. Midnight still awake.
I said the boulevard looked dipped in gold.
Lane lines soft and the night moves slow. Tie hum under us, bass in the floor. Your perfume mixed with the burnout war. I said don't act like you don't know why. I took this ride when the moon sat high. Palm shadow slid on your sleeve, your chain. Whole city blurred when you said my name. Neon road, little scars on the hood. Warm air thick and your skin look good. Dashboard glow, put blue on your thighs. I drove on in with you in my eyes. You always had that smoke in your calm, that laid back heat in the curve of your arm. Not too loud, just deep and low, like old school drums in a newer slow. We passed old diners and sleeping signs. All that late night shine on the chrome trim lines. Every block fell half like now, half then. Like I knew this touch from way back when.
Time goes soft when the palms lean by. You in the haze and I don't ask why. Down that boulevard, same slow fire. Same too hard, same blurred desire.
I told you this road got memory on it. Rubber and heat with a glow still on it. He said, girl, I feel that too. Like the lane keep folding me back to you. Your lipstick print on the smoke tipping. Gold earrings sway when you lean back in. Street light slid down the side of your neck. I miss that view more than I ever said. He wore the night like a custom fit. Black tee, low voice, all cool in it. I played it sweet, but my post gave in. Every red light made me start again. Prom after prom in the lazy line. City beats slow like it knew our timing. Radio low, that melted tone. But your breath on me made the ride its own. I watched your thumb tap time on the wheel. Little things like that make memory real. No hard promises, low bright display. Just after hours truth in a softer way.
Time goes soft when the palms lean by. You in the haze and I don't ask why. Round that boulevard, same slow fire. Same too hard, same blurred desire.
Now the boulevard empty, just us and glow. Shop signs dim and the speed stay low. Your knee touch mine and the night turned deep. Like the whole strip exhaled and fell asleep. I said maybe we've been here before. Same ghost smoke, same low and roll. Same warm dash light across your face. Same little late when we changed no pace. You smiled like a record I used to know. Rich and sad in the undertow. I let that settle, let that breathe. Some things hit harder when you hardly speak. He kept it cool, but his eyes told more. All of that want in the velvet draw. My hand found his, and the lane got long. Midnight wrapped us inside one song. Chrome on the door, caught a final street. Your skin held heat, and the silence sweet. Everything costly in the simplest way. Just palms, black top, and a mood that stayed.
Ogie got dressed in the haze that night. Not all in pain, more soft, more bright. Like missing something while it's still right here. And loving the blur more heavy.
Don't let the moment run. It already did. Then stay in the slide till the street lights dim. Bass down low, palms overhead.
in the smoke we drink. Time goes soft when the palms lean by. You in the haze and I don't ask why. Round that boulevard, same slow vibe, same two hearts, same blood desire. At the next long light, I tan my face. I thought that looked like a keepsake trace. No big scene, just the palms and glow. One last look, then we rode on slow.
.47 on the wall clock. Blue sign buzzing through the half-open bay. Chrome lit up in strips. And you standing there like the whole night stay late.
You got the shop turned soft just by leaning on the fender. Warm haze in the air, low sub in the trunk, and the polish on the quarter panel throwing your outline back tender. Two chests closed, lip arm sleeping, sockets cold in the tray. But the room still breathing after hours, money black paint, chrome lips, and a scent that refused to fade. You move slow when the work light gold, late and calm, never loud. One hand on the roof line, one glance through the smoke, making all that still feel proud. I keep it easy, let the idle talk, let the bass sit under the ribs. Because some devotion don't need bright words, it just glow in the blue and live. Yeah. You in the reflection on the bumper curb, you in the gloss on the door, you in the little pause before I step closer, making the whole service bay want more. Seductive in a quiet way, luxury in the dim, like the city stayed outside on purpose so this room could close around your skin.
Neon haze devotion.
Yeah. You in the chrome, you in the blue. Every slow light led me to you. Yeah. Low bass, warm smoke, midnight view. All this after I was shine on you. Yeah. You walk past the bench and every wrench catch a flash. Tiny blue fire on the steel, then gone like the hour itself moved too fast. I watch a shadow slide over the hood, over the grill, over the black floor stained with old stories and riches still. This ain't romance with flowers, this that lacquer and low like faith. This that perfume and machine heat, this that calm that make a man wait. You bought a rolling cabinet now, soft on the frame, and even
night drive, glide through the rinse like glow.
this morning got daylight on the kitchen tile, but my head still lives inside that midnight wash bay where the chrome kept catching blue and red. And long wet ribbons in the mist made every hard surface look tender enough to remember wrong. I can still hear the brushes sleeping in their frames, the dryer's island low, the vacuum hoses hanging like dark vines when my coupe sat under the lights with water on the hood and bass under the seats, breathing through the concrete like a heart that never fully came down. Everything in that place felt richer than it should have, not because of money but because the hour was late and the air was warm and the smoke in my jacket mixed with soap and rain and distant perfume until the whole scene started moving like a slow film cut for lonely men with good taste. I remember standing by the driver door with my hand on wet chrome, watching the runoff make little neon rivers across the floor. And I remember the ache in me feeling softer there, less like pain and more like a dream that didn't know how to leave when the light stayed on.
Feel that wash, baby, glow. Night drive, still feel that wash, babe, glow.
The memory keeps returning in pieces that look too beautiful to trust. The spinning red sign at the pay station, the so blue haze caught under fluorescent beams, the side panel shining like they had just been taught how to hold a soul. I remember how the mist moved across the windshield and made the whole bay feel private, like the city had been shut out on purpose so the hour could stretch itself across the body of the car and let me sit with whatever it was I was almost willing to admit. Dreamy, yes, but there was melancholy in the shine too, when the way the water kept sliding off the hood no matter how long I watched it, in the way every reflection looked perfect only while it lasted, in the way the low end made the emptiness inside me feel polished instead of fixed. Some places don't heal you, they just make the hurt look expensive for a little while, and that car wash did exactly that with its chrome lips, its wet black floor, its humming machines, and a soft blue glow that kept telling me the night was still worth something even while it was already disappearing.
Drive, keep rolling through my mind, blue on the chrome and gold in the runoff lines. Night drive, where the dark stays slow, still feel that wash, babe, glow.
By the time the memory reaches its deepest color, the bay is gone, almost silent except for the fans and that bass line holding steady under the floorboards. And I'm still there in my head, leaning against the coupe while the water beads gather on the trim and the air hangs sweet with smoke and detergent, and after hours desire gone quiet. There was something about machine light on wet chrome that makes a man believe in second takes. Something about mist under midnight fluorescence that turns ordinary loneliness into cinema. Something about a wash car waiting in place that feels too close to the way I keep carrying old feelings with the same clean exterior and the same unresolved engine underneath. I remember tracing a line through the fog on the side glass and watching it vanish, and I remember thinking that the whole world was built out of things just like that, bright for a second and gone, but still somehow able to leave that shape in the chest at the base is low enough and the night is patient. That is why the memory stays with me now, not because anything happened loud, but because nothing had to, because the chrome, the mist, the soft hum in the dark gave my silence a place to sit without judgment, and I have not found another room that knows how to hold it like that. The bay stayed blue, the water stayed black, the runoff kept shining under my shoes, and the whole midnight wash looked like one long breath caught between leaving and staying, while the subs kept speaking from somewhere below the floor.
Night drive, glide, keep rolling through my mind, blue on the chrome and gold in the runoff lines. Night drive, glide, where the dark stays slow, I still feel that wash, babe, glow.
By the morning is clean and the concrete is dry, but in a place under my ribs where the hour never really ended, the chrome is still wet, the mist is still rising, the bay lights are still blue, and somewhere under all that memory, that bay still breathing. Red taillights, salt wind, blue dash, phone on speaker, smoke in the cabin, moon on the rail, your name on the screen and I'm already past. The last clean thought is just a late night message from the coast, from a black coupe rolling with a dark hole close, from a lane by the water with a guardrail gleam, and the low wind move like a half-woke dream. I got one hand light on the wheel, one thought on you, ocean to my left, city light breaking blue. Chrome on the door, taking stripes from the signs. Your silence on my line, taking shape in my mind. I know how you keep that distance. Dress nice, all soft, little pauses in a cool, low voice, all perfume and calm. All heat with a veil, all near when I'm with you, all far when I fail. So I let the coast sing through the cracked down glass. Let the smoke drift loose, let the hour just pass. And I talk to your voicemail like you right by my side, while the tide keep time and the wheels keep gliding.
In the baseline in my chest, coast lights rolling by, ain't home yet. Body in the baseline, your trace in the dark. I keep you riding with me, even when you fall.
It get melodic when the highway bends slow, when the moon hit the hood and the lane lines glow, when the speaker got my voice all soaked in the hum of entire song, see breath in a sub down low. I'm not saying love, I'm saying I want you near. I'm saying your name sound rich in my ear. I'm saying this distance where it's silk, but it cut. Leave a man too smooth on the surface, too rough in the gut. You got that after hours look I can't shake. That warm kind of danger with the heart on break. And I got this habit of driving too long when the night feel better than the place I belong. So I keep talking low, let the rhythm do work. Let the coast run black, let the won't stay blurred. Let your voicemail hold what I won't say and lie. All that body bass pull from the far side of night. Body in the baseline, baseline in my chest. Coast lights rolling by, and I ain't home yet. Body in the baseline, your trace in the dark. I keep you riding with me, even when you fall. Maybe you hear this tomorrow and laugh real soft. Say I only get honest when the moon hang off. That waterline silver and the road look long. When the smoke gets sweet and the beat gets strong. Maybe that's true, maybe I need this blur. Maybe I drive because it feel too much with her. Because desire look easy when the cabin dim, but your distance keep floating like perfume within. And every red signal paint gold on my hand. Every palm on the shoulder of the coastland bend. Make me think of your body in flashes and frames. Not enough to touch, more than enough to stay. I can feel that ache under black silk calm, like the whole ride got your heat in his palm. Like even the chrome on the dash wanna confess that some nights get rich from a beautiful mess. So this that voice note you never asked for, from a man still moving on a midnight shore, with the sea beside him and your ghost in the glow, and the wheel saying things I ain't saying out loud. Phone light low, sea wind warm, your name there, still not gone. Deep bass under me, blue dark ahead. I say let's not let the road do the rest. Body in the baseline, baseline in my chest. Coast lights rolling by, ain't home yet. Body in the baseline, your trace in the dark. I keep you riding with me, even when you fall. I pull off once where the rail meets the night. Let the motor idle soft, let the water catch light. Look out one last time at the moon on the coast. At your name on my screen, at the smoke going ghost. Then I leave the message there, put the car back in drive. And the highway take me on, with your shape in the tide. Memory snapped in with the terrace light. Memory snapped in with the ocean moving black. Memory snapped in with your hand near mine. Memory snapped in at 2 a.m. I remember the villa in white stone and blue shadow. I remember the villa in salt air and low gold. I remember the glass walls holding moonlight like a hell breath. I remember the glass walls giving our reflections back softer. The room was warm from lamps and bodies. The room was cool from tide and marble. Smoke lifted slow from the ash bowl by the lounge chair. Smoke drifted slow through the open doors to the sea. I had calm on my face and heat in my ribs. I had quiet in my mouth and warmth in my hands. You crossed the terrace once and the whole night tilted. You crossed the terrace once and the whole house listened. One touch and the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch, and the moon bent low. One touch, and I still ain't gone. One touch, then the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch, and the moon bent low. One touch, and I still ain't gone. The bass came up from the floor like a dark tide. The bass came up through my chest like a soft confession. Your wrist brushed the rail and the silver moved with it. Your wrist brushed my sleeve and the whole hour loosened. The pool kept trembling under the moon. My pulse kept trembling under the cool. I remember the scent on your shoulder, warm and expensive. I remember the smoke in your hair, sweet and dangerous. The villa felt huge with the ocean beyond it. The villa felt small when you stepped close in it. I told myself it was only a moment turning rich. I told myself it was only a moment turning deep. One touch, then the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch, then the moon been low. One touch, and I still ain't gone. One touch,
Morning made the marble pale, but it did not clear me. Morning made the windows bright, but it did not free me. I keep seeing the edge of your mouth in the blue reflection. I keep seeing the line of your throat in the lamp glow. The sea kept speaking in soft repeats below us. My head kept speaking in soft repeats after us. Midnight tenderness is a dangerous luxury. Midnight tenderness is a beautiful wound. You barely touched me and the night kept widening. You barely touched me and the memory kept circling. Now the villa lives in fragments that mirror each other. Now the villa lives in fragments that answer each other. The water moves, the curtains move, your hand move, my balance move. The smoke rolls, the moon rolls, the warranty rose. The daylight came too soon. One touch, then the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch, and the moon bent low. One touch, and I still ain't gone. One touch, then the spiral began. One touch, then the moon got thin. One touch, and the moon bent low. One touch, and I still ain't gone. The blue went softer, the gold went softer, the sea went softer, your outline went softer. The villa dissolved in a hushing light, the memory dissolved in the smoking tide. I got it fading with it, slow, slow.
Already in the coupe with the bass laid low against my ribs, with your heat turning the leather soft, and the canyon wine leaning through the cracked glass like it wants in on a secret. Already in that slow black rhythm where your body answers the sub before your mouth says anything, where the whole overlook glows in the headlights, and the whole night learns our shape.
We came up the switchbacks draped in after hours perfume and dashboard blue. The city far behind us like scattered jewelry dropped in the basin. And by the time the tires kissed the gravel at the edge of the canyon, the whole world had gone expensive, all chrome breathing under the beam wash, all smoke making ribbons in the cabin, all that dark rock waiting below like a velvet theater built for one long scene. I stayed cool on the wheel but not inside, because longing knows how to dress itself when the hour's rich enough. And you look like the kind of trouble that never raises its voice, just leans closer while the wind keeps moving your scent around the seats, and the bass keeps deepening every second until it feels less like sound and more like touch in slow motion. The overlook held us there in a polished kind of silence, nothing cheap, nothing hurried, just the headlights cutting pale gold over stone. Your knee catching a stripe of light, smoke hanging between us with that sweet narcotic patience, and me letting the whole moment glide deeper, because some nights are too luxurious to chase and too dangerous to leave untouched. Already in the coupe with the bass laid low against my ribs, with your heat turning the leather soft, and the canyon wind leaning through the cracked glass like it wants in on the secret. Already in that slow black rhythm where your body answers the sub before your mouth says anything, where the whole overlook glows in the headlights, and the whole night learns our shape. The decadence was in the details, and a polished dial gleam, and the silver ring on a cup holder, and a low hum under the seat back, and the way the smoke kept writing over the windshield and turning the canyon into a moving paint in a black space. Soft dust and moon-thin edges, while the body beside me made every little gesture feel cinematic enough to bruise. I remember how the wind came warm first and then cooler,
How I carried the center, heated brakes, dry stone, and your perfume all at once. How the engine idle like it knew better than to interrupt. And how the whole coupe felt suspended above the valley. Half real and half remembered before the memory even had a chance to finish happening. That's what makes it stay with me. The collision of luxury and ache. The way a man can feel blessed and empty in the same breath. The way the bass can press the chest in the devotion while the night keeps widening and the city lights down below. Keep looking like something you already lost before you ever owned it.
Already in the coupe with the bass laid low against my ribs, with your heat turning the leather soft. In the canyon wine leaning through the cracked glass like you want in on a secret. Already in that slow black rhythm where your body answers the sub before your mouth says anything. Where the whole roller glows in the headlights and the whole night learns our shape.
And the headlights soften on the rock face. The valley sank deeper in the black velvet. The wind kept moving through the cracked glass with your tray still inside it. And even after the engine eased into gear and the overlook started falling behind us, the smoke stayed in the cabin, speaking low over the bass, speaking low over the chrome, speaking low until the canyon was gone and the night still hadn't finished telling me what it meant.
Slow roll, neon in the smoke, hold close. Blue palms, low glow. I keep circling where your light goes. Blue palms, slow roll, neon in the smoke, hold close. Blue palms, low glow. I keep circling where your light goes. Sub hit first in the lane, got liquid. Palms on both sides, black sky dripping. Dash all blue, wrist all gold. Whole boulevard moving syrup slow. I'm in that haze where the thoughts don't line up. One memory rising, then another winding. Chrome on the wheel lip, red on the road. Perfume in the seat where the warm air folds. No hard edges, all silk pressure. Midnight tenderness and expensive weather. I let the city blur, let the storefronts melt. Let the smoke do script with the things I felt. One passing glance in the side glass sheen. One low breath where your shadow had been. I ain't even chasing, I'm letting it float. Brain in the fog and the bass in the coat. Boulevard humming like a private tide. I stay in the lane where the soft lights slide. Every block look richer when the mist came slow. Every thought got a halo when the slow would glow. Blue palms, slow roll. Neon in the smoke, hold close. Blue palms, low glow. I keep circling where your light goes. Blue palms, slow roll. Neon in the smoke, hold close. Blue palms, low glow. I keep circling where your light goes. Now the night get deeper and the lane get warmer. Moon hiding somewhere in the electric aura. Palm leaves waving like a film reel cut. Whole road breathing but the world stays shut. I'm in that stream where the mind keeps drifting. One touch remembered, one feeling lifting. Not all at once, just little gold flashes. Voice in the head, then the tire sound passes. Tended in the chest, cool in the hand.
All these soft dangers I still understand. I let the coupe talk through the low end pressure. I let the haze turn one into measure. No big confession, just 1,000 small ones. All in the way that the city keeps glowing. All in the way that the smoke leans near. All in the way that the dark gets clear. I ride that ribbon of midnight devotion. Palms in the mist like a slow green ocean. Nothing to solve, just the same sweet ache. Same neon promise at every break. And when I think I'm out, I'm back in the frame. Same blue on the dash, same pull in the flame. Blue palms, slow roll. Neon in the smoke, hold close. Blue palms, low glow. I keep circling where your light goes. Blue palms, slow roll. Neon in the smoke, hold close. Blue palms, low glow. I keep circling where your light goes. More the low, lane wide. Blue haze all over the hood tonight. Palm shadows bend and fade. Blue palms and I'm right back where your light goes. And I'm right back where your light goes.
Bass hit first. Blue meters blink. Sub under the leather. Whole room breathing slow.
Blue haze, stay close. You in the glow where the low end rolls. Blue haze all night. I give my heart to the neon light.
I'm in the back couch of the studio suite. Sinking low on that stitched black leather while the booth glass holds your outline in a wash of blue. And the speakers keep pouring velvet through my ribs like they know exactly what I'm too smooth to say plain. Every detail got money on it. Gold on the bottle rim, smoke in the lamplight. Headphones half hung from the arm of the chair. The talk back mic sleep until somebody gets brave. And I'm right there in that late hour confession mood, watching your shadow move across the soundproof wall like a song I should have finished years ago. Long and look expensive in a private room. Wear cologne and wear calm and sit back and let the sub do the trembling. You cross from the rack lights to the vocal booth and the whole studio changes temperature, turning that blue glow into something warmer, richer, almost dangerous. And I keep talking in my head from that backseat place, that soft hidden place where the truth gets better acoustics than the mouth. I want the night the way a record wants the needle. Close, clean, and leaving a mark.
Blue haze, stay close. You in the glow where the low end flows. Blue haze all night. I give my heart to the neon light.
Now the session gone deeper. All smoke and silence and little machine lights blinking like a skyline shrunk down for two people in a secret while I'm still in that rear lounge drift, letting memory and won't slide together until I can't tell which one got the better perfume. The studio don't rush nothing, not the bass, not the breath, not the way your hand rests on the booth frame before you step in. That's why the decadence hurts so good here. Everything polished, everything private, everything close enough to touch but too elegant to grab. I keep hearing your name in the reverb that ain't even on. Keep seeing your shape in the glass after you move. Keep feeling the low end hit my chest and send the same message again. Stay in it, stay in it, stay. That's devotion in this room. Not candles, not vows, just blue LEDs, slow smoke, a midnight heart, and designer patience in me lay back in confession while the speakers make every little ache sound platinum.
Blue haze, stay close. You in the glow where the low end rolls.
the studio without music.
I'll get my heart to
Silence on the leather. Silence on the glass. Silence where the bass used to live. Salt on your perfume first. Warm jasmine in the air after. Then the ocean. Then the glass walls catching moonlight like they knew us already. And I'm saying it now. I'm too deep to act cool tonight. I'm in this beach mansion with the black water, breathe it outside, and the whole place glowing silver through the glass. And every room feels half lit, half dream, like the night built itself around one slow confession and waited for me to stop pretending I could keep it inside. The bass is moving low through the floor, soft enough to seduce, deep enough to tell on me. And I keep watching your silhouette drift from one pane of moonlight to the next, while the smoke keeps turning the space between us into something warmer than distance and cleaner than lust. This isn't fast heat, it's patient, it's expensive. It's the kind that leans in before it speaks, the kind that lets the tide do the counting and the body do the listening, the kind that makes a man feel every inch of the room when the room is full of one person and they sin, and the thought of what might happen if the calm finally gives way. So I'm saying it now, in real time, while the sea keeps brushing the dark and the blue-black glass keeps holding our outlines longer than it should. I've been trying to stay elegant, but you keep making the whole night softer than my self-control. Moon keeps floating over your perfume. I say your name and the room turns blue, slow like the tide when it circles through. I get caught in the dream of you. I can feel a villa stretching around us in quiet luxury. All polished stone and pale reflections. All warm interior glow pressed against cold moonlit panes. All the little details a rich night hides in plain sight. The bottle breathing amber on the table. The ash going soft in the tray. The smoke lipping in silk ribbons. The ocean painting silver cuts on the floor, while your shadow keeps moving through them like it belongs to both the house and the water. And I keep confessing without raising my voice, because this kind of intimacy does not arrive like thunder. It arrives like a slow tide under the skin, like a hand hovering just close enough to change the air, like the dangerous moment when longing gets so refined it stops looking like danger at all and starts looking like home. That's what you did to this hour. Turn it into a loop, I don't wanna break. Turn every second into a slow spin. Turn the glass walls into witnesses. Turn the moon into a private lamp. Turn me into a man saying the truth with the sea in his chest and smoke in his lungs and no real excuse left to hide behind. Moon keeps folding over your perfume. I say your name and the room turns blue, slow like the tide when it circles through. I get caught in a dream of you. Now the night starts loosening by degrees. The way silk slips from a shoulder, the way smoke thins but never really leaves, the way moonlight on the glass goes softer when the hour knows it cannot stay. The ocean keeps breathing but quieter, the bass keeps holding on but lower. Your scent is still here, floating through the villa like the last beautiful thing that refused to dissolve on time. And I'm still standing in the same confession, watching the whole house melt in the silver hush while the edges of everything go tender. The room loses shape first, then the smoke, then the distance between your shadow and the sea. Then even my voice feels farther away, like it's sinking under the tide with the rest of the night. Leaving only that blue afterglow on the glass and the slow, sweet fact that I meant every word before the whole scene finally fades.
Mislaying your name on the chrome tonight. I remember the bay half open, blue tubes humming, water pearls sliding down the fender like the whole spot was too soft to be real, too bright to be quiet, too late to be innocent. Midnight sitting pretty on the hood, steam rising slow, bass under the trunk line low, long, warm, making the concrete feel velvet for a minute. I remember your outline in the rinse light, broken by spray, rebuilt by chrome, the kind of sight that stays after the sight is gone. Not loud, not wild, just tender in a dangerous way. Soap on the glass, smoke in the sleeve, my hand on the wheel after the engine cool, still feeling that night move through it.
Steam on the chrome, talking low for us. Blue rinse glow, and the bass went plush. No words said, still the mist made love. All on the hood, all around us.
After that, every detail came back in loops. Back in loops, back in loops. The pay station glow on the wet black paint. The red sign trembling in the wheel lip. The warm air trapped between the door and the night. I remember a drip line tracing the mirror. I remember a shadow leaning near the passenger side. I remember the way the whole car wash looked expensive, just because the hour touched it. Not diamonds, not silk, just chrome holding light, just mist holding shape, just a man standing still too long. Cause tenderness got into the machinery and turned the whole scene human. That's what stayed with me. The softness inside all that metal, the way the spray moved like a secret, the way the low end kept saying slow down, slow down, slow down.
Steam on the chrome, talking low for us. Blue rinse glow, in the basement plush. No words said, still the mist make love. All on the hood, all around us.
Now I replay it from the afterglow, not as a full picture, more like flashes dressed in water. Chrome strip, mist veil, tail light red in the puddle, the smooth wet shine on the door seam. My breath hanging in the bay like it wanted one more minute. Midnight tenderness got a smell to it, soap warm rubber, smoke cold coins, and the last clean sweetness left in the air when the rinse went quiet. I keep circling in memory the way the foam circles a badge, coming back thinner, coming back brighter. Never really leaving, cause some nights don't end when you drive off. They stay in the finish, they stay in the reflection, they stay in the way the body remembers being close without touching anything at all.
Water off the roof, drip off the grill, steam off the hood, post under still. One more pass through the blue-white haze, one more look through the spray soft frame. Steam on the chrome, talking low for us. Blue rinse glow, and the bass went plush. No words said, still the mist made love. All on the hood, all around us.
Lay lights down, the floor kept shining. The last drops kept falling from the mirror. No crowd, no sound, but that low engine memory in my chest. And right before the whole scene went dark, I heard it again.
camera slide from the pink soap sign to the puddles holding red and silver, to the chrome lips shining under vapor, to my face in the windshield, half gone by miss.
Morning hit the blinds, but my mind stayed parked in that all-night wash where the bay lights spark, where the tunnel breeze steam on the lack of frame, and the night kept slipping loose from its name. I remember the water beating on the hood so slow. Remember the wheel spokes catching that ghostly glow. Remember the low impulse from the trunk line hum, making a hole where concrete feel like a drum. It was beautiful there in a dangerous way, all in slight luxury at the edge of day, all chrome and vapor, all heat turn kind, all bliss in the body, all hollow in the mind. One shadow crossed by the vacuums, then gone. One red sign flickered, then leaned back on. One look through the side glass, bent the hour thin, and the whole midnight wash pulled me further in.
Time went soft in the wrist like glow, soft on the chrome, too slow to go. I keep falling back where the mist moved close, where the night got blurred and nobody knows.
I still see the foam streak sliding down the door, still hear the dry singing like a far off road, still feel that sea heat under my coat, still taste the smoke that sat sweet in my throat. There was tenderness in the way it all shined, like the whole car wash knew how to hold a mind, like the hoses and rails and the neon spill were built for the one thing I couldn't kill. Nothing crashed loud, nothing begged for a name. It just hovered warm around paint and flame, around a dark silhouette by the vending machine, around the silver black hush of the scene. Bliss came dressed in a polished disguise. Emptiness lay clean in the back of my eyes, and I let them sit side by side till dawn, with the bass underneath like it couldn't move on.
Time went soft in the rinse like glow, soft on the chrome, too slow to go. I keep falling back where the mist moved close, where the night got blurred and nobody knows.
Now the sun is up and the city looks plain, but I'm still in that bay with the drizzling grain, still watching soap ribbons twist in the beams, still chasing that half-made shape through steam. Every detail got richer the more it fades. The purple cash station, the wet tire treads, the little gold lighter on the passenger seat, the way the sub wraps silk around the beat. I know it was only a stop past 2, just chrome, just water, just a late night view, but something in that place kept bending the frame, kept turning blank minutes to velvet and flame. That's what stays with me, not the road back home, but the way time melted on the edge of the chrome, the way the mist touched everything once then again, like it wanted the hour to never end.
Water on glass, red on steel, low in the chest, too good to feel. Mist in the bay, heart in a spin, same soft blur, pulling me in. Time went soft in the rinse like glow, soft on the chrome, too slow to go. I keep falling back where the mist moved close, where the night got blurred and nobody knows.
In the memory then, Somewhere under the morning traffic, under the plain day breathing, that low trunk post is still there, still breathing.
After hours, I admit it.
Backseat leather, door half open. Rooftop air, warm with chlorine and smoke. Neon fog dragging pink across the pool. City way below, looking rich and unreal. My chain cool on my throat. Your perfume caught in the seat, seeing bass from the deck. Speakers rolling through the frame like a slow black promise. I'm laid back, but not in touch, calm face. But the post got business. Whole night cut in the fragments, and every fragment got your outline in it. Wet towel by the water, a heel by the rail, a wrist with light on it. Your shoulder turning just enough to make the whole roof lean my direction. That's how temptation dressed itself tonight. Expensive and quiet, not loud, not messy, just smooth enough to pass for control. And I keep letting the montage run. Smoke by the cabana curtain, blue reflection on the window. Your shadow crossing the pool, my breath going lower every time the sub comes back around.
After hours, I admit it. Your glow got me talking different. Backseat low, neon on your skin. I want this hush, let the night fall in.
Cut to the pool surface trembling. Cut to the skyline in the glass. Cut to my hand on the stitched black seat. Cut to your body turning fog in the language you could think. On this roof got polish on it, chrome trim on the lounge table. Drop bottle sweating under violet light. Smoke hanging tender in the heat like it knows exactly where to land. I keep my tone easy because confidence look better slow. I keep my movements measured because one gets dangerous when it start to look this good. You by the waterline, me in the backseat. Shadow the whole penthouse, breathing one long expensive breath while the city keeps glittering like it wants and it can't get close enough. That's the confession. Not that I want the party, not that I want the height, not that I want the skyline. Heck, it promise out the difference. I want the afterglow on your collarbone. I want the way your silhouette breaks the pool reflections. I want the soft little pressure of this hour staying exactly here.
After hours, I admit it. Your glow got me talking different. Backseat low, neon on your skin. I want this hush, let the night fall in.
Now the fog gets thicker, the music gets richer, the world gets smaller. The backseat turns into a function booth with velvet trim and no clean escape. I watch your outline in pieces, hair in the wind, thigh in the blue wash, fingers on a rail. One slow glance thrown over the shoulder like a match landing in silk. That glance keep replaying, that replay keep deepening the depth, keep pulling. And all of it rides under my calm like a second heartbeat. Confidence says stay smooth, temptation says say it plain. So I split the difference to let my body sink deeper while my mouth tells the truth in stages. No big promises, no cheap lines, just this. You make the rooftop feel private, you make the fog feel warm, you make the whole city look like background noise to one dangerous detail. And if the night got a center, it's not the pool, not the skyline, not the bass, not the luxury on display. It's the space between your movement and my surrender. Smoke in the chest, blue on your body, bass under breath. One more pass of your shadow by the rail. One more second and the whole roof tilts. I stay cool, I stay low, but I don't stay out of it.
After hours, I admit it. Your glow got me talking different. Backseat low, neon on your skin. I want this hush, let the night fall in. Yeah.
Then the fog thins, then the pool goes pale, then the glass loses its city, then the music stops asking. Morning lays gray over the water, and the whole roof goes quiet.
Flash of blue on the pool lip. Flash of my chain in the glass door. Flash of smoke floating over the rail. Flash of your shadow crossing wet tile. Flash of the city far below. Flash of the whole roof going soft. I stay inside the calm of it, posted on the deck, where the penthouse light runs low and the pool keeps throwing slow. Silver over stone, over skin, over every polished edge that knows how to hold a secret. The night feels tailored. All black water and warm air, all quiet money and deeper wants. All the little luxuries that make a man lean back while the pulse under his ribs leans forward. I let the smoke move first, let it draw its pale hand writing through the blue wash. Let it climb the glass and soften the skyline till the whole city looks expensive and unreal. That is how the wanting arrives here. Not loud, not frantic, just smooth enough to pass for patience, just rich enough to hide his teeth, just close enough to feel like a hand resting at the base of the neck.
Haze right slow in the poolside air. Haze say touch without getting there. Haze speak soft where the blue lights slide. That's how the night stays close to mine.
I keep the scene in fragments and all of them fit. The wet shine on the chair back, the dark bottle sweating on the table, the thin gold edge of a lighter, the soft black floor, the water moving under the moon. Everything on this deck understands restraint better than daylight ever could. The smoke does not rush, the bass does not beg, the body does not have to speak when the atmosphere already knows the language. I let my eyes travel the same slow route again. Rail to water, water to tile, tile to shadow, shadow to the place where his eyes starts dressing in selfish composure. That is the trick of this hour. The way seduction can look like stillness. The way calm can taste like danger when it has enough blue around it and enough low wind under it.
Haze right slow in the poolside air. Haze say touch without getting there. Haze speak soft where the blue lights slide. That's how the night stays close to mine.
Keeps floating above the city like it forgot gravity, and I let myself float with it. Smoke in my lungs, salt on my sleeve, the whole penthouse breathing through open doors behind me. I know the exact kind of heat this is. The expensive one, the patient one, the one that never breaks the glass, only fogs it from the inside. Pool reflections climb the columns and break across my wrist, and for a second the whole night turns liquid enough to drink. I stay with that feeling, I stay with the slow turn glamour of it. I stay with the thought that maybe love never needed a mouth tonight. Maybe it only needed haze, water, moonlight, and a body willing to understand what was never said. The deck gives me nothing I can keep, and still I stand there letting it mark me in soft blue strokes.
Low on the top, low in the chest, smoke on the rail, moon on the wet. One more breath, one more glide, one more push before I ride. Haze right slow in the poolside air. Haze say touch without getting there. Haze speak soft where the blue lights slide. That's how the night stays close to mine.
Then the roof thins out, the elevator drops me to the garage. The city comes back in colder lines. I start the coupe and let the engine purr under the dawn that's dark. It's all slow from the tower, and leave the pool light still writing blue across my mind.
Flash of the needle, flash of your wrist, flash of blue smoke over the red lamp, flash in my mouth, almost telling it. Back boo, low boo, while I'm spinning slow. Brick wall, gold trim, whole room moving low. I lean in, sink deep, glass cold in my hand. You sent old soul, bass under the band, yeah. No fast talk, just drift, just a side beat sway. That late hush, that rich dark, that almost stay. I keep my voice near, breath cut, half in, half gone. Bliss in the burn, nip thing that's dressed on. Light this room, so slow. Slide this room, so night goes soft when the low end roll. Ride this groove, slow, slow. Don't go home. I leave my heart where the sidelight glows. Smoke ring, small halo, turn once then break. You need my coat, that little move I take. Not touch, not yet, just close in the dark. Just a lamp on your throat, just a beat in my heart. This bar got no windows, still the night glide in. Through the crackle, through the brass, through the warm gin skin. And I talk like a man from the back of a ride. All confession, all velvet, all know where to hide. You look over, pause, then the whole booth tilts. And the lonely in me gets polished, not fixed. Ride this groove, slow, slow. Slide this room, slow. Night goes soft when the low end roll. Ride this groove, slow, slow. Don't go home, oh. I leave my heart where the sidelight glows. Last crowd thinning, still the wax keep turn. Cold red tip in the tray, small gold burn. Your shadow on the bottle, my pulse in the kick. All this bliss in the body, all this ache in it. I know that feeling, too lush, too clean. When the room feel full, but the chest stay lean. I watch the smoke bright, what I won't say straight. Watch the turntable spin like it know my state. Every little detail, come soft, come back. The sweet of the booth, the blue and the black. The way you breathe once, and the whole song bends. Then the bar feel endless, then it almost ends. Needle down, eyes low, ice melt, time slow. One boo, one lamp, one more late confession. One breath, one look, one sweet recession. Ride this groove, slow, slow. Slide this room, slow. Night goes soft when the low end roll. Ride this groove, slow, slow. Don't go home, home. I leave my heart where the sidelight glows.
Chrome on the hood, lighter by the cup. Chrome on the hood, lighter by the cup. Dashboard glow, low blue. Wind hit the doors, dust on the rims.
Pulled up high where the city turned small. Headlights cut lines in the canyon on the wall. Engine still warm, bass still under my ribs. Yeah, smoke curls soft in the night, get still. I saw your hand on the wheel, not moving. Gold on your wrist, small flame, then ruin. Perfume in the warm air, mixed with the burn. You look like a wrong turn, I still chose first. Your legs cross slow in the spill of the beam. Skin catch white, then fade in the steam. Wind on your head, got time moving strange. Whole world pause, but the low end stay.
He say less, and the land more deep. Voice ride dark, like the tires in sleep. I taste the smoke when he lean my way. Like one long night, got lost in the break. Yeah.
Time go blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. Wind keep talking, I can't let it leave. Round and round, you're stuck in me.
Gain your edge, black drop, city lights fall. Your name in my mouth, sound slow like tar. I trace one line from your wrist to your knee. Night too wide, but you narrow it for me.
He got that laid back heat, that dangerous calm. Ash on his thumb, stars on his arm.
Not saying love, just saying stay. And that hit harder in the wind this way.
I'm in feet cold, your body turn warm. Dust in the beam like a private storm. No club crowd now, just a sub in the trunk. And the hush between us, heavy and drunk.
I watch the red lights paint both our cheeks. Hear tire hum dying under the beat.
He look at me like he know I'm gone. Like the road been over, but we hold on. I could drive off, let the whole thing blur. Still I'm parked in the pullover. Smoking the cabin, halo on the throat. One more second and I'm losing the cold. Time go blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. Wind keep talking, I can't let it leave. Round and round, you're stuck in me.
Hammond look low from this turnout lane. Dust on the chrome, tears I won't name. I wear my smile like a silk thin lie, but the bass too honest when it moves inside.
You got that far off look, sweet and gone, like sunrise built in a sad slow song. I touch your chin, you don't pull away. Not a whole cliffside bend to the way.
You smell like heat, like trees, like night, like bad good choices under soft dash light. I tell myself, keep cool, don't slip. Then his hand find mine, that's it.
We young saints, we know this scene. Headlights whine and a tank on lean. But something in the silence went deeper tonight. Like your eyes let me in past the smoke and the shine.
I used to love like a fast lane crash. Now I won't slow, won't haze, won't last. If I fall here, let it be this way. With the canyon holding what I can't say.
Wind on the roof,
Heart in my throat,
dust in the light,
hands moving slow.
night got no clock, just glow then fade. One long pull and we don't look away. Time goes blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. Wind keep talking, I can't let it leave. Round and round, you're stuck in me. I wasn't stopping for the view tonight. I came for you, that's the truth tonight.
I wasn't killing time up on this ledge. I drove up here cause losing you felt next.
So if the dawn asks what this really is, it's me admitting I already slipped. And if that wind keep every word we said, let it keep this. I'm gone on you more than I ever said.
Blue on the bottleneck, gold on the Bluesy. City laid out below us, and the room was already moving like a memory. I remember that lounge and the soft focus drift, last call ringing low while the whole flow slipped into a slower glow, into a richer frame. In the dapper hours hushed with your trace on my name. Leather hell heat with a booth curved deep, low bass rolled under it, velvet and sweet. Smoke climbed lazy through the pendant light haze, turn the whole high room into a blur of praise. You lean just enough to bend the hour thin, perfume in the air, gold on your skin. And I sat there calm in the way men lie, all cool in the chest while the one stay high. City lights below like jewelry spilled, too far to hold, too bright, too still. And somehow the distance fit the mood just right, all dreamy and tender with a little more night. I keep replaying the scene in pieces, your wrist by the glass, your shoulder and knee on my chain going cold while the room stay warm. In the silence between us dressed up like charm. Luxury, loneliness, blue on the smoke, gold on the stress. Luxury, loneliness, room full of shine, heart in the dress. Luxury, loneliness, you that close, still hard to possess. All that glow, all that lay, all of it sitting here on my chest. I remember the bar rail catching low red stripes, the staff stacking stemware in the edge of the lights, the DJ letting one more slow record bleed like the room knew exactly what the dark might need. No hard scene, no rush, no break, just a rich little ache. I was trying not to name, just your outline drifting through the low lit blur, and my whole night leaning a little toward her. Glossy in the way the memory moves now, every detail polished by the weight of a dance all blue on the labels, gold over the boost, and the whole lounge floating like I thought with no end. Dreamy, yes, but the sadness was dressed, not ragged, not loud, just smooth at best. The kind that was cologne and sits up straight, the kind that smiles slow when it's getting too late. I felt it in the bass when the room thinned out, in the warm black air when the last laughs drowned, in the way your perfume stayed longer than sound, making even the silence feel velvet bound. Luxury, loneliness, blue on the smoke, gold on the stress. Luxury, loneliness, room full of shine, heart in the dress. Luxury, loneliness, you that close, still hard to possess. All that glow, all that lay, all of it sitting here on my chest. By the final stretch, the high room turned private, more shadow in the corners, more softness in the violet, more gold on the bottles, less noise in the crowd, and every little gesture started landing too loud. I remember my hand on the rim of the glass, watching the city flicker in the black below, watching your body hold the last of the warmth like the night itself didn't want to let go. It wasn't love set bright, wasn't pain set plain, more like a polished shake under deep bass rain, more like knowing the hour was already gone, while the room kept blowing like it still had time. That is the part that stays after the smoke clears, how the luxury made the loneliness prettier, how the loneliness made the luxury honest. I both sat down in my chest and stayed. Now when I think back, it doesn't come straight, it arrives like a force shovel washed in neon, all silk on the edges, all bruised in the center, all last call beauty with the sadness turned on, and never replay leaves the same mark. That blue gold hush, that elegant dark, that one soft hour above the city light still moving in me when the room is gone. Last pour, low glow, deep bass, moving slow. Your scent, my calm, night stretched, too long. Blue fell, gold stayed, and the whole room began to fade. Luxury, loneliness, blue on the smoke, gold on the stress. Luxury, loneliness, room full of shine, heart in the dress. Luxury, loneliness.
flow still hard to possess. All that glow, all that lay, all of it sitting here on my chest. And the bar lights soften. The floor lost its color. The city below turned distant and thin. Smoke went dim in the rafters. Gold slipped off the leather. Blue sank down into the glass. And the whole last call's dream just faded to black.
Bass in the floor first. Ice in the bucket. Lift cables humming somewhere. And that room above the city still breathing low.
Morning came thin, but the night stayed thick. Still got that hush in my chest, still got your heat on it. Private lounge, high over the blocks. Last call fading soft, but the low end never stopped. Blue from the bar rail, gold on the trim. Velvet all around us, smoke going loose at the rim. You leaned in slow with that look half tied. Skin catching lamp glow, like the room got wide. I barely said much, just watched you move. Chain at your throat, small sparks in the blue. Whole place floating, late and plush. Door staff whispering, but we stayed in the hush. City below us, all blurred, all glow. I felt less alone every time you came close. Warm air, dark scent, your hand on my sleeve. Now in daylight, that's all that won't leave.
Plus midnight, stay close, stay close.
Old blue room, move slow, move slow. Warm smoke, gold touch, don't go. All night on me, still on me, still on me. I keep replaying the shape of your laugh. Small and soft, then gone too fast. The booth held us like a secret kept. Leather still warm from the way you sat. No bright crowd scene, just a thinning room. Glassware stacked quiet in a late song bloom. I remember your perfume mixed with the burn. Remember that pause before you turned. Heating the silence, heating the glance, heating the space between your hands. And loneliness moved in too. Not while you touched me, right after you. That's the part that stayed in the track. How the bass held me down when the room pulled back. Gold on the bottleneck, blue on your knees. My voice stayed calm, but the warmth ran deep. I let the record spin, let the hour drag silk. Let your eyes say enough without saying it big. But still I stay close, stay close. Low blue room, move slow, move slow. Warm smoke, gold touch, don't go. All night on me, still on me, still on me.
Your cologne first. That rain on warm chrome. That smoke in the cabin. And my pulse going slow. I slide in soft, seat low. Dress high after Rain Boulevard. All gloss, all fire. Street lights melt gold. In the hood line curve. Wet palms leaning down, like they know what I deserve. I keep one heel tucked, one hand on my thigh. Blue from the dashboard, making silk out the night. Tire hum deep bass, and my ribs bleed. Every block drag longer, every breath turns sweet. I watch red lights stretch, in the side door gleam. City gone liquid, like a half-made dream. Smoke drift lazy, through the warm cracked glass. My hair hold the scent of the hour we pass. No rush in the ride, just that slow rich crowd. Black top wet and shining, making time feel small. I want more of the pressure, more of that low end wave, more of the way desire look college when it behaves. Let the time keep me in the slide. Rain light on the chrome, and you're pulling my mind. Blur that time, don't let the moment dry. Low ride, slow ride, keep obsession alive. Every store sign glowing in the puddle street. Rose, blue, amber, running under my feet.